Maybe flip it the other way, because if we need any extra audio, it's going to be on Cody. 9 out of 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Still, the reason that's ever put up is because Rick doesn't say anything.
Mentioned to you boys a little earlier this evening that we were doing a Friday the 13th special this year. What could that mean? Any ideas?
It sounds like a horror exclusive.
13. What bourbon has the number 13 in the title? Some kind
These are all 13th colony bourbons.
Oh, I mean, you guys are on the right track. I mean, Ricky, your logic was impeccable.
You say Friday the 13th, Bob says there's nothing like horror related thing to bourbon, so.
Yeah, not really so much, right? What we're doing today, not blind comparison and review of every edition of Russell's 13. Batches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
There's $2,000 right there.
Okay, well, okay. Cody goes straight to the goddamn cost. We would expect nothing less.
I'm just trying to save you from yourself.
Well, it didn't work, Cody. It did not work. Yeah, so I put stickers on the bottom of these bottles. There is a way, those in the know that there's a laser code etched into the bottle that is like frickin' almost impossible to see without perfect lighting. I don't have to worry about accidentally seeing those today. We'll just use the stickers on the bottom. One of these is batch 2. We had batch 2 in one of our good big ones episodes.
Okay.
It won fairly handily, if I recall. And it's a very well-renowned and respected bourbon. Minimum of 13 years old. Some editions, it's very rumored that there are like 20-year-old components in some of them, 18-year-old.
Yeah.
13 again is just the minimum age. It was the premier Wild Turkey product really until Wild Turkey kind of went nuts lately and started putting out premium product after premium product, including Russell's 15. But for now, we are going to be trying out all 6 editions of Russell's 13. That's, I think, 2018, 20, 21, 22, 2 of them in 23, and then 25. Is that 6? I think it is. So, correct me in the editing if I'm wrong. So these are probably the reason we're not doing it. We're doing it not blind is because they're probably going to taste somewhat similar. But my understanding is that there are people who really love the early batches 1 and 2. There are people who like 3 and 5, and 6 is kind of the wild card that got thrown in last year. It's the only one that's a little bit higher proof. So if I looked at the front of the labels, I could figure it out. But
you stink! You stink! You stink! You stink! You stink! You stink!
Well, you found a way to upgrade the "you stink" running gag, Cody. I applaud you.
This is worth it.
You stink! You stink! You stink! You stink! You stink! You stink!
Okay, let's do it.
So, I mean, you had me like flip them around and stuff.
Yes, because I don't want to know what order we're doing. I want it's blind in the sense that we don't know what the order is. So you guys have an even playing ground as I do here. We know what we're drinking, but not the order. So I'm going to start on the left.
This smells like slightly blackberry Dr. Pepper with like actual pepper in it.
Oh,
And
it smells good. It already smells good. This cherry. Oh man, it's nice and it's a dark fruit, berry, whatever. Whether it's, I do think there's cherry, quite a lot actually, and then there's maybe like a
Blackberry,
almost
raspberry.
Yeah, I think black raspberry.
There's no such thing as a black raspberry.
What? Yes, there is. What do you mean?
Blackberries and black raspberries are not the same. They are distinct fruits with different structures, tastes, and picking characteristics. The easiest way to tell them apart is that black raspberries are hollow inside when picked, while blackberries retain a solid white core. Black raspberries are smaller, more rounded, and have a more delicate sweet tart flavor compared to larger, shinier, and more oblong blackberries.
Man, that smells good. Jeez, it's so fruity. Gosh, you forget when you have a whole bunch in a row that are like leathery or dirty, dry, vegetal, whatever. It's like God, to have one that's like a really rich, fruity aroma is wonderful.
Dark and nice and dusty, but it's lacking slightly in the sweetness, I think.
Yeah, finish isn't as nice as I would have liked it, but
It was really good, but yeah, the finish isn't nearly as strong.
it gets oaky. It gets pretty oaky in the finish. And I dare say that the fruit is almost, there's a little bit of figginess to it. Not as much of the like juicy berry of either cherry or raspberry that I was hoping for, but still good though, yeah.
Blackberry Dr. Pepper, but it's like you took the sugar out of it, kind of. But it's good.
All right. Glass 2. You doing all right, Rick?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gave myself the funky glass on this one.
It's not as fruity.
Yeah, what the heck? That was like,
It was like the last one, but you removed like 80% of the blackberry and added like a pear.
Yeah,
But it's also still not that sweet smelling.
like especially like pear skin.
yeah, it's like pear.
Blink and you miss it, pepperiness.
I don't know, maybe simple syrup.
Yeah, not. It could be that the first one like wowed us with the smell. Now they all smell the same, so we don't get the same impression. I don't know with the taste.
The exact same. My noser and my taster are on equal playing grounds tonight.
That one tasted like it has more pepper in it.
Yeah, I think it's hotter too. You see, Rick, Wild Turkey had been putting out pretty much nothing but 100 proof stuff for like ages.
Yeah.
Ages and ages. And like 10 years ago, they released a few things that were 110 to 120 proof. Russell's 13 being one of them. With the bourbon explosion, they're like, now they're putting out like all sorts of crap. Generations, which is like the first thing I think that was over 120 proof. And they had Beacon, which is higher than that. And they have Russell's 13 batch 6, which I think is higher than that. And single Rick House. So part of that is also that Bruce, the grandson, is now getting involved as probably the up and coming master distiller. He likes rye, he likes high proof, so he's putting a little bit of his mark on the portfolio. But this one's like second glass has a slight bit of bitterness in there and a little bit of anise. I want to say.
I can see that. For sure.
What are you guys on? You guys on 3?
Just right now, yeah.
All right.
Can't really pick out distinct notes like I could with the others, but I feel as though I do detect a slight hint of sweetness that the other two may have been lacking.
Ooh.
It's more on the
Oh,
pear side, I suppose, but it's like if you combine 1 and 2, but
that smells good.
the distinct notes kind of got washed away, but in favor of maybe a more rounded scent with maybe a little sprinkle of sweetness.
Oh man, confetti popcorn. Like this, there's like a fruit candy-ness to this one. Was it those like? Remember the rainbow-colored candy canes that we'd get as kids, but they were like, they didn't taste pepperminty at all. They were they were just like fruit candy canes.
I think they're supposed to be like cherry. I was gonna say like Gushers or
Sure.
by the foot or something.
I'd say this reminds me of 1 and 2 with like, again, like cola, pear, and blackberry, but they could combine them and then maybe also added strawberry, maybe.
Man, please taste something like how you smell. Definitely a brighter, lighter colored cherry. Verging on, I think you said strawberry. Not as oaky as the last one for sure. So light. Wish there was a little bit more darkness to it. Fair amount of heat too, especially in the back end, because by then the flavor's kind of dissipated. Not a deep like ruby red strawberry, but kind of like a pink strawberry that gets kind of white early once you bite into it.
Dr. Pepper, and then you
pear.
threw in blackberries and you drank it. Second one's like Dr. Pepper, you threw in pear skin and you drank it. This one is like you threw in blackberries, pear, and strawberry with the Dr. Pepper, and then you blended it and it kind of got rid of a little bit of the carbonation and a little bit of the
little more heat.
strong flavors of like any of the individual fruits.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not as striking, but it's maybe a little more balanced.
Interesting. This is always a weird note to use in bourbon, but like I can't. Like 3 times now I've thought of like carrot juice. Interesting. Okay, this is gonna be a goddamn son of a bitch to try to rank this crap.
4 is much like 3, but maybe even less pronounced. I'm waiting for Adrian's notes.
I'm waiting for your nuts.
What is going on over here? Subterfuge, conspiratorial,
What do you
collusion.
taste? What do you smell, Adrian?
You must be expecting me to say something like fruit snack or something, but I'm not sure yet. It's like I think my nose is getting tired.
I'm getting like a citrus kind of fruit.
It's more on maybe like a purple grapefruit snack.
It's just very faint to me.
It's probably one of those things where it's like some of what's in here has been in the previous ones, and now I've smelled it before, so now. Whatever it is still fruity. It's still kind of on the light end. I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm thinking of Runts candies, but I can't point out a specific one. This tastes like. You said what? Grape? Can't narrow it in enough, so I'm gonna ask my tongue for some help. Another one that shows the heat a little more on its wears the heat on its shoulder. On its what's the phrase?
On its ass.
Where's the heat? Where's the heat on its ass a little bit more than the others?
I got the Russell 13 shivers.
I think someone said pear. It does kind of make me think of like a Browning Bartlett pear a little bit. So it's still kind of light, but it has that like it's making that turn into like it's more sweet than it should be.
You're next, Mr. Bartlett. I am not pear-shaped.
What pear?
Chronic obesity and pear-shaped figure.
I am not pear-shaped.
Mm-hmm. Take a seat, Mr. Bartlett.
That's Sherman.
I still get grapefruit snack.
Like if I try to think about fruit snacks, the closest I can get would be Fun Fruits. The Fun Fruits, which was a specific brand. Say strawberry again. The strawberry ones.
More like
the little
sad toots.
those little. They had little baggies. They were teardrop shaped Fun Fruits, and they had grape, cherry, and strawberry. I would say this is probably the strawberry of those 3 for me.
I still get dark grape and almost like a medicinal. The more I have it, it's almost like a little
Robitussin-y.
Yeah, like medicine-y. So ever so slightly.
I wish the back end, especially considering the ages that go into these blends, like I wish there was a little bit more oak on this one and one of the other ones. Glass 5.
This one to me revisits the pear skin, but also strawberry without the blackberry this time.
Oh, that's another. Oh man, there's something about this brand just like brings back memories of things I've had in the past. Like a grape Laffy Taffy.
You're a grape.
Which is like, of course, you've been saying grape on like the last 2, and I didn't say grape, and now I'm getting grape, and you're not getting it. But
To me, it smells like Nerds gummy clusters.
okay.
You got a little like brown pear skin, strawberry on the taste, but also a slight little mist of perfumey sweet floral. I like it. It goes a little slightly above and beyond just the 3 different fruit notes.
No, this one's pretty good. Oh, that fruit just lingers, man. In addition to what you said, I get a little bit of cherry again. But cherry's not the predominant note for me like it was on Glass 1. But it's in there. But there's that candy artificial fruit too. It's very light.
Tastes, at least to me, it tastes pretty close to how I smelled it. The Nerds gummy clusters. With some maybe pepper.
You're not wrong. And especially the aftertaste that lingers. That reminds me of the rope, the interior like ropey bit, that like is in a cluster or in the actual rope. of like a licorice or something that's like. I'm really surprised. I mean, even at just 13 years, like if there was nothing older in it than that, I would think there'd be a little bit more oak on most of these. But there's really, for me, it was just kind of the one where that really stood out. All right, what are we on? 6? We are on 6.
To me, is again pear, but with
Yep.
maybe a little more sweetness than some of the others.
Man, where are all your colognes, Rick, when we need them?
I did not. Yeah, it's actually I did not wear one today, or yesterday. It was after midnight.
You're one of those people.
Yeah.
Start seeing yesterday at 12:01.
That's weird. Why did I get kind of champagne or something on first whiff?
Like it's making me. Of course, now you said that, so now I'm like kind of in the wine mode. I'm like thinking green grape slightly. Have you guys sipped yet?
Not yet.
Good, yes, okay.
Fine.
That's not bad.
Pretty well rounded. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other one we said was balanced. I think it was like 2, maybe.
3, maybe. To me, that I've picked out that'll be different when I go back through were the 2 that I felt like there were the most like fruits blended into it. And that was 3 and 5, but that'll change surely. This one, I just basically got like the whole ass pear, not just the skin this time. I feel like in general, pear's kind of a hard sell for bourbon because it's like, there's no tartness to like balance the alcohol burn with it. You're just getting like dainty sweetness flavor, then like alcohol. But I do like it, it's really good. It's just, I feel like it could use maybe a bit of like something else.
The 6th glass for me is very, like even if it's pear, it's punchy, pretty recognizable and strong. So that's good. I guess we'll give ourselves a little.
I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Cody, please.
Shut
the f up.
Butt ass naked.
Shut the
off to
f
my
up.
room, fall face first.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna
Shut the
put-
f up.
I'm gonna spackle my cheeks with Velveeta cheese dip and wait for Rick to come in.
It's like there's clearly differences between these 6, but like there's all similarities too because they're
For
all
sure.
like kind of fruity.
we don't want to do this, but we have to.
Yeah.
We gotta rank these.
Asshole forced me.
Yeah, it was Rick.
We really have to rank these.
Afraid so, Richie. Afraid so.
One. So atypical in, I'd even say blackberry and that grapefruit snack note now. Not like hardly any other bourbons. Man, it's so forward, and that is to be commended. However, it still is missing like some sweetness and depth. If there was like 1 or 2 other flavors combined, it would be like the best thing ever, you know?
Oh man, I just tried 2 of them, 2 different ones. These are good, man.
I feel like 1 for me is a lot better than 2. Yeah. Alright, let's try to science this bitch.
Lot of bourbon. Oh, a lot of bourbon.
Wow. What a bourbon.
Wow. What a hole.
Going through all of them again, like now like 6 is like weak sauce to me.
The 3 that to me are like more pear forward are the weaker ones.
That was a lot of pepperoni on that burp. Goodness.
I got my order.
Soon they'll be in the dirt.
Okay.
From the earth we came, thence we return. And no one gave 2 goddams.
I can't wait to see how different mine is compared. I'm going from best to worst, right?
All right.
2,
Jesus Christ!
1, 4,
Oh God.
3, 5, 6.
Okay. I'll go, I guess. 1. Frickin' damn it, we need some paper in here. 2, 6, 3, 4, 5.
Jesus.
Cody.
This is where it changed around. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. So
The math is going to be so fun. One has got to be the winner. Yeah, one is.
2 and 4 and 6 were all very paired to me, which just 5 was one where I thought there was multiple fruits going on, but it was a little like hot for the amount of flavor that was there. 3 was kind of like 5, but just better balanced. And 1, I still maintain that it's slightly dry and needs a little bit of sweetness, but that dark flavor of it just made it stand out above the rest at the end of the day, even though maybe 3 was a little more, had more like variety and roundness to it.
Well, the order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
That's a son of a
Yes.
bitches.
That's
You.
that's the order.
1 and 3 are top.
Okay.
Some idiots decided otherwise because
Yeah, Adrian.
Hostile crowd tonight. Number 6. Well,
Did
I
you
guess
not put them in order, Adrian?
that's right. I don't need to even look for them, and they're already in the order. So, yeah, number 6 is Russell's Reserve Batch 13, Batch 5
Yeah.
is the loser.
that pear was the most prominent amongst all the pear ones that I thought had pear with the pear in pairs. Pear just doesn't carry as well to me.
Worked well for me, and the nice thing I liked about this one, that clearly I rated it much higher than you guys. It had, like I said, it had a punchier flavor. It was like a good, strong flavor, like it was maybe just pear, but I could taste it pretty well. Number 5 then is Russell's Reserve 13, Batch 3. So it would appear we're not as big of fans of the later editions so far. I have one friend of mine who's a wild turkey snob. He loves Batch 3. He loves the hell out of Batch 3.
What friend? Secret friends.
Okay, Ricky's over here gallivanting around with 20 new friends. I have one,
that's
and
different.
I'm a son of a bitch, apparently.
That's different.
Wow.
I sit on my hardwood floor naked, Indian style, pinch my nutsack and my dick like sock puppets
So
and pretend that they're friends
So true story.
by myself.
Cuddy did that earlier tonight. He sat bare-assed on the floor,
Yeah.
no pants on,
I didn't even.
dropping his balls on the floor and smacking them.
I didn't even notice until Adrian pointed it out. I was like, Adrian's like, hey Rick, look at. I was like, what? Well, what is going on over?
Now we are moving on to glass 4, which is batch 6. This is the newest one, and this is the highest proof at 123.8. I think that might be the highest proof Russell's wild turkey product in existence as of right now. 123.8
My
proof.
second least favorite.
The rest of them are all 57.4 proof. So for some reason they decided to change the proof on batch 6. Number 3 is batch number 1. Interesting. These two were one tier because these for me were the worst, 4 and 5. And then 3 and 6 were the middle tier, and the glasses 1 and 2 were my top tier. And I would say tiers, and like it was like a small step down to the middle tier, but it was like a fairly large step to the bottom tier from the middle.
Thought 3 was the most balanced out of any of them. One was just
Yeah, no, 3 was definitely balanced. Balance for sure. If you're looking for balance, go for batch 1. Batch 1, carrying on, glass 2 is batch 2, which we already had on the channel. For batch 2 was not popular at first because I think a lot of people thought it didn't taste enough like 1. And then when 3 came out, a lot of people liked 3. So it was like kind of like a no man's land between them. So batch 2 kind of struggled for a while. It is now, it seems to me, its reputation is rapidly rising. So batch 2 being second place today makes sense to me, which means that batch 4, we might be kind of errant on this. This might be just our channel opinion that batch 4. I've never heard anyone say batch 4 is the one to look for ever.
Okay.
So that might just be us. Whatever.
What is most?
What?
I got burps. You know, I got burps and.
What did we put? Batch 6 was 4. or not top, I guess it was still bottom half, but it was usually batch 6 is considered easily the worst from those who've had it. We had it in the middle, but whatever. Of course, a lot of people you never know, or people just dude, the old ones, the ones you can't get anymore, those are the good ones. This batch 6, what is this crap? High proof, get out of here. You get that attitude a lot, so I never know who to believe, but I don't think it was, well, for me, actually, I think it was my worst, but 5 was, I guess, so my second worst. I think we were all very high on glass 1, and batch 4 is that's weird. I don't care, that's our honest results, and 4, you just never hear about, it's always 5, 3, and 1, and now lately 2. And if people talk about 6, it's the crap on it. So 4 is kind of like the underdog or the dark horse,
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should give it a try and not skip over it, buddy.
Yeah,
Bucko.
Whenever you go to your local gas station liquor store and you can't decide which of the 6 batches to get,
Sitting on
try
the
4. Try, don't pass it up this time.
And in case you're wondering, I don't know, Cody asked at some point, batch 1's probably $400.
Holy moly!
Batch 6, secondary is, batch 6 is probably $250, and then the others kind of fill in those gaps. There it is.
Oh my God!
Told you.
We did it.
We did. It was almost the perfect video, except Cody shouting in the microphone.
I'm going into my local BP.
Also,
I'm getting batch 4, a loaf of white bread, and a package of Eckridge bologna.
Also, all the grease stains on Cody's shirt. But what else is new?
A shirt is just a fancy napkin.
Yeah. Rick, I'm going to ask you to scoot just a little bit one way or the other. So you're not right behind the damn foul.
I like being behind this. What do you have against it?
Well, we find ourselves in a dilemma, Ricky, because his goddamn infinity bottle is filled to the top. Control that.
Cody needs a second infinity bottle.
Yeah. Guess infinity wasn't enough.
Yeah. And infinity and beyond.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told my coworkers on Friday, I said, "See you in February."
I hope you waited for a response every time. You wouldn't leave the room until you got some kind of reaction.
Hand over the door so I can't leave.
Just smiling. This huge cheesy stupid grin on your face.
See you next year. Christmas vacation.
It's like a leap year, and you're like, oh man, if I was born yesterday, I'd only be 15.
Usually kills. Usually get a good laugh out of that. I don't know.
It's a real knee slapper.
I want some of that Velveeta cheese, baby.
And I'll put one
Mixed with a little poo dust.
I'll
From
put
your anal crack.
one triangular chip in my ass crack.
It's chow time, baby.
Here he. That's the sound of a bourbon glass falling down my throat.
How about your dad almost taking my head off because of your HOA?
Yeah. Adrian!
Here, I can't tell you how little I could possibly be involved with this.
What's the quote? Sandlot. Heroes never die. Legends live forever.
No, it's yeah.
What?
It's
Oh God.
heroes get remembered.
The legends never die. A hero does a good thing, but they don't always get talked about around a table,
Like, heroes slap your dick. Legends clap your dick. Like, okay, babe.
That is just not an accurate analogy. Is what that is.
Okay, babe. I was like, kind of the same thing.
I mean,